Hi, welcome to Indie Film Magazine Show, and I am here with James Glorioso Jr.
Hi.
and Renaldo Mancini of Almost Made, the creators of Almost Made. James, you play Jimmy the Wood.
Yep.
And Ronaldo, you play Carmine Mancini.
Correct.
And I actually play Francesca, who is, well, we won't give it away who I am because it's kind of a little bit of a twist.
You're the mystery guest in the whole
I'm the
thing.
mystery
So
guest.
yeah,
I like that. I
there
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah. Well, so tell me, how did you come up with this concept?
Well, we Jim and I met on a film shoot of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel,
Ah,
and after conversing with Jim for about 10 or 15 minutes, it was a cliche to say it was like a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
And I saw something true in Jim, and he saw something true in me, and we started conversing, and um, one thing led to another, and we were just shooting around the idea of saying, what a great career it is to be an actor and do something that you love, and to get paid for it and have a great time doing it. And all of a sudden, Jim says, we should just put our own damn film together, and all these ideas started flying around at the table between Jim and myself and five or six other colleagues.
Was it something from the show that inspired you, like a scene in the show, or
No,
No,
we were just trying to figure out how to get lines. That's
yeah,
what it was.
yeah,
We were all talking about, because most of us
yeah,
were fairly new in the industry,
right, non-union?
and we
right.
were actually looking at. I remember what happened was we were looking at Rachel Brosnan's IMDb, who is
Oh,
and
right.
and remember we're looking at all of the indie stuff she'd done, and they were like, well, and then she was making her own. So we're like, you know what? Let's make our own movie and give ourselves lines.
There you go, perfect.
Right. Yeah.
That's and being on a set. I did my time with being background, sitting on the metal chairs, and it makes me happy that you guys came up with a concept for a film, and you're actually doing it now, and it all got started in a holding room.
Correct.
It was really
I love it.
wild considering I mean, we really didn't have much experience. I've never written anything before. Ronaldo hasn't either.
Right.
And we just happened to, it was all meant to be. We just so happened to be in the right place at the right time together for a long period of time. And it gave us the opportunity to sit there and talk a lot and put the story together. And I remember we downloaded Celtics onto the laptop. I watched some YouTube videos how to write scripts, and we did it.
Celtics is pretty much self-explanatory too. You
Yeah.
just hit character, and then once you hit that, then it comes up all the time. You just hit the one letter, and it comes up that character, right?
Yeah,
Um,
it's certainly a great program for beginners.
yeah, you always need like a script doctor after to like really put it into the perfect form and everything, but pretty much it's all there. And I was very impressed by your writing because I read a lot of scripts now because I have 3 film festivals and they all have scripts in them. And I was impressed by your writing because you told me that you were a first-time writer, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
it's written really well.
Thank you.
Really well. So I commend you both
Thank you.
for
Thank
it.
I got a pretty wild mind.
Yeah. And
That he does.
it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And I'm a very visual person too. And when I was reading it, I saw it. I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
And some scripts you're like, where's this going? What is going on? Well, there's all this stuff. It's just not cohesive. But I visualized characters. I was, in it. And it was really, it was written really well. So we also have Joseph D'Onofrio
Mhm.
from Bronx Tale, and he plays Mouth, right? We have Paul Borghese, who plays Louis the Wrench,
Mhm.
Louis Veneria, Am I saying that right?
Yeah, he plays Squeaks.
Squeaks. I play Francesca. Jackie Martling plays Sax, and he was also in my film St. Joseph, so he is a crack up.
Yeah.
He's fun on set.
He's one of a kind, that guy.
He is certainly. He's he's as inappropriate as you're gonna get, but
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
you you just gotta know that it's coming from Jackie.
Right.
Well, he was on the Howard Stern show, so what you know.
Right.
There you go. There's Kat Harley and Yuri. I don't know how to pronounce
I think
that.
it's
I don't.
like a Tycoon or something like that.
Tai
Tycoon.
Tycoon. Okay, and he's a tycoon. So yeah, and but you mentioned a couple of others that were just cast recently.
Vin Craig and Jermaine Wells, and you said, yeah, you mentioned Kat Hartley, and yeah, it's a great crew, great cast,
Yeah.
great cast.
And where are we filming this?
Jim?
Up in Amsterdam, New York. It's actually considered the Mohawk Valley. So the Hudson Valley is really big in filming, and then right up above that is Capital Region, where Albany is, and we're just west of that. And so it's a small city of about 17,000 people, just west of Albany. So
West of Albany.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's why we're staying.
It's going to be a hike for some people.
It's a hike from New Jersey, but that's all right.
Yeah, but what's really great about it is that you know, being that Jim is from that area, and he knows a lot of locals and people in, you know, higher places as well. We're actually, so to speak, kind of giving back to his community, because a lot of the places there are actually going to be involved in the shoot. And again, I don't want to give it all away, but you know, Jim reached out to a few of the local businesses there, and you know, they're willing to you know, help us out and
That's
do what we need to
amazing.
get done, and you know, local law enforcement and all that, and everybody's on board, and you
Right.
know, we have no one other than Jim to thank for that.
How
So
many
you know,
locations are there?
There was 13, but
no.
we had to change a couple of things around with COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a lot of the locations are within a half a mile of each other, super
Okay.
close. So, and then we have a set built in a storefront that we got.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. They look
Yeah.
amazing. That's a
No,
great
there's
space.
yeah, it's plenty of time to make that look good, right?
How many
It's-
rooms do you have there? Like how many setups?
well, we only have one set,
One
but there's 3 or 4 large rooms that we can use. So we have a green screen room for some stuff that we need to green screen,
Right.
and you know, but everybody here pitched in locally because it's not something that's around here, and I really would like to see more film in the industry happen here. So a lot of like the businesses and the local leadership is really doing everything they can to help this be successful. A lot of volunteering, donating of time. Like the fire department's going to come and wet down the roads for us during the night shoot. So it's, you know, everybody's doing their part. It's going to be fun.
That's great. That's so nice that they're giving back and helping you out with that. It happened with me on mine too. You know, you know, it's good for the businesses, especially now that they, you know, they need to bring business back. And by the time we'll be shooting, everything will be open, right?
Oh, hopefully. But I mean, you know, the good thing too is it, you know, like in Jim's area, it just, you know, getting locals involved just brings a sense of excitement, you know, to the town, you know, and people just get, you know, so stir crazy over the whole thing. Like, oh my God, I can't believe we're actually shooting in Amsterdam. And you're probably end up seeing, you know, a few little mobs of people here and there, you know, while we're shooting from a distance, you know, and people who they just want to be engaged, and they want to know things that are happening in their
Well,
community, you
that's
know?
meetings afford to spread them out a little bit. So
Yeah. But
looking at
it's good.
Drew.
It's good. And
We
the
call it
people, you know,
real,
they're
right?
so excited over it that, like, even Jim's wife, Courtney, had mentioned that, you know, they can't wait to actually volunteer. You know, they just want to be a part of it, you know, which is a great thing.
Right. That's so great.
You
That's
know.
really amazing. Well, let's hope that this all comes about soon.
Yeah,
Um,
I think as we talked on our meeting, Zoom meeting the other night,
yeah.
Summer had said July, August is really starting to look more reasonable, more August than anything. So, hey, if we can get to phase 4 first or faster, then obviously we'll move faster, but we want to make sure
Are
it's
we
safe
in
for
phase
everybody.
1 yet?
We're in phase 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're in
we're in
phase two.
phase
Yeah.
2. Yay.
Well, we're in phase 2. I don't,
I don't think we're in,
Westchester's not
I
in
think
phase
we're
2.
in 1. I think we
No,
stepped back a couple of notches last night after the insanity that happened with that. I don't know, that was
it's
crazy.
Minneapolis we're talking about.
It
Yeah,
happened in Manhattan too.
no,
Oh yeah.
it's everywhere. 30
Yeah.
cities across the,
They were
Yeah.
the people just were throwing garbage and picking up garbage and throwing it in the street. Like,
Yeah.
okay, who's gonna pick that up now? All of the sanitation people that have just been working through all this COVID with all the COVID in the garbage, and it's just not nice. It's not right.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's really becoming a very abrasive world right now, and it
I
leaves
think
a lot of
people
people
are
like
going.
us in
I
the
think people
dark on
are
what's going
going
to
a little
happen.
bit stir crazy.
Oh
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's
they
certainly,
needed
you're right.
they needed an outlet to go nuts with,
I
I
agree with you.
guess.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I think to answer your question, I think June 2nd was the target date to open up phase 2 in Westchester. I think it may have gotten pushed back to June 22nd.
is
So
that where
I'm
you
not
are?
I'm not 100% sure. So
Is that where you are?
I'm in Westchester County. Yeah.
Where?
I'm in Eastchester.
Oh, Eastchester. I lived in Scarsdale.
Ah,
About
okay.
5
You're 5 more minutes north of me.
No, I was there about 8 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Where
but
where do you
without a car,
reside now?
I didn't last very long.
Where do you live now?
I'm in Weehawken. I'm in
Weehawken, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I actually see the city from my living room, which is nice.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I like it here. I'm so close to the city. I see the city, but I don't have to be there anymore. So
Right,
that
right,
makes me happy.
right.
Well, I am so excited for this, and I did put an ad with the film in the magazine. And if you want to put anything else in, let me know. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Ronaldo, you can go first.
Well, not necessarily talk about, but I just want to say out there that I'm super excited, to be able to shoot this film um, with such great people. I mean, like yourself and D'Onofrio and Veneria and Borghese and Jim and I were just elated over the whole thing, and really hoping that we can pull it all together and make it a successful hit, not just for us but for everyone
I
involved.
have
And
a really good feeling.
I do too. And the
Yeah,
fact
I have
that
a really good feeling about this.
when I
'Cause
heard,
I did a lot of pilots and this and that and
yeah, yeah,
shorts, but I have
yeah,
a good feeling about this one.
I do too. And
I really
I
do. I do. Puh. We have to spit. Puh. Right? In
yeah,
Italian, we spit and knock on wood.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
my shorts, and my short is all about superstition and all that. But I'm very superstitious. So
yeah. No, well, but I was also excited, that you had joined the cast, which was
thank
great.
you.
And it didn't come easy. I mean, it was a lot of hard work, and Jim put a lot of time into it. And we've gotten
When
pretty
did
damn
you start
far.
writing it?
Uh,
When did what?
I think it
When
was
did
about
you
a year
start?
ago.
A
About a
year?
year ago.
Year ago?
April. Yeah, April
It
of
was a
last
year
year.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just can't wait to get back to work, because for those of you that don't know me, this is not me.
Okay.
I've always played detective roles,
Oh,
businessmen roles.
okay.
Because I always
Did
clean
you had
shaven,
nothing? Okay.
professional hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I have to make you laugh, Kathrina, because it was like the second or third day on set, of Mrs. Maisel, and Jim had been at the table the whole time, but this one particular morning he shows up, and it was like, I don't know, 5 a.m., and everybody's hating the world at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I see this one guy sitting at the head of the table, and his hair is like blown out, all out of whack. And I sit down, and we clearly have our little Cosa Nostra sign sitting there, and he's sitting there, and he goes, "Hey, good morning."
espresso.
Yeah, and he looks up and he's like, "Good morning," and I'm like, "Good morning." I'm like, I think you're at the wrong table," and he goes, "No," he goes, "I was with you yesterday." And meanwhile, now I don't recognize him from a hole in the wall because
Yeah.
his hair is just, you know. And I said, "Nah, I don't think I know you." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a friend of Lou's, remember?" And I was like, "Oh my God, Jim!" I was like, "Jesus Christ, go comb your hair," you know. I was like,
Because at the time it afros out, it afros straight out.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
when I take a shower and don't comb it down, it puffs out like crazy.
It was the
So
funniest thing in the
it was
world, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, what a complete turnaround," you know. So, but yeah, it was funny. It
That's
was a funny
funny.
morning.
That's funny. Well, like I
So,
said, I have a really, really good feeling about this, and anything that I could do to help with any of my connections or,
that's great.
I'm just really looking forward to it. And let's, hope it comes sooner than later.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I
sounds
think,
good.
yeah. And have you revised the script at all, or it's kind of
No, we kind of just let it sit. We're not, it's at this point, eh, everything's kind of holding. I don't want to start making too many changes, and then
okay?
we've done a
Right.
lot of changes. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way. So, I think we just want to get to the point where we film, and if things change financially that we could do more, then maybe we'll do more, and we'll see what happens. Appreciate the
So
time.
great. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon, you
Sounds
know?
good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you. Thank
James.
you so
Thanks,
much. Thank
Ronaldo.
you.
You guys were great.
All right, take
All
care,
right.
everybody.
All right.
Peace and love to everybody.